Okay, shout out to Richard West who gave me this request. I see he made a short video on this story. I didn't take any of that information to add into here. I did watch the video. If he wants to add anything to the comments, he can. But shout out to him. His link is on my channel. If anybody out there wants to check out Richard West and his channel, I highly recommend. Um, you know, whoever's watching this, right? I think maybe it's possible we have some important people watching these videos, as this information, it may come easy to us, decoding a fake world, right? But it may not be easy for everybody. And I know people are interested whether they stamp the number next to our video with a high amount of views or not, right? So I remember this football player, Steve Smith Sr., of the Carolina Panthers, Baltimore Ravens, but I most knew him from the Carolina Panthers. And this may not seem like such a big story, right? Steve Smith Sr., his son receives hateful messages amid his dad's alleged affair. And it seems kind of like a basic story, right? I mean, there's a lot of cheating that goes on out there, and we've heard a lot worse, especially with these celebrities on the world stage, but it's still to be broken down and it's still by the numbers, and these connections will be undeniable. And as I mentioned, it doesn't seem like such a big deal, right? I mean, it happens, okay? Even me myself, I've been guilty of cheating on girlfriends in the past, right? But with that being said, it may also be some kind of routine shaming, possibly with Steve Smith Sr., as he had a great career, and maybe this is just kind of an attempt to shame him as a black man, possibly. Okay, not to turn this into anything about race, but you may hear the stereotype more so with black men, maybe how they cheat on their girlfriends slash wives, right? Possibly out there, okay? And with that being said, look, it is Black History Month, right? Okay, it is Black History Month, and you see Cam Newton right there. And these were members of the Carolina Panthers, all right? Like Black Panthers. And there's Cam Newton, the quarterback at one time of the Carolina Panthers. Think about Huey Newton with that name connection with the Black Panthers. But we can't forget it is Black History Month. And this does kind of have that feel of some kind of like I said, you're going to have a successful career, but at some point there's going to be some kind of shaming, and maybe this may be some kind of attempt at that. And if you think about Cam Newton, a great football player, but if you remember all of the negative stories with Cam Newton, right? Okay? And these are members of the world stage, so I don't want to talk about them like I feel sorry for them, or they're not a part of the get down, right? But these are celebrities and they are here to influence, and they do use these celebrities to make statements, and they kind of hope it trickles down and it affects us regular folk out here, right? So yes, Carolina Panthers, it is Black History Month, We get just kind of like a random cheating story, which again, in my eyes, doesn't seem like anything major. And they're like, the son's receiving hateful messages, and it's like, okay, like how bad can it be, right? Again, there's worse stories out there. But yes, it is still Black History Month. Black Panther Party, Carolina Panthers, the teammate Cam Newton, connected with Huey P. Newton, even P like Panther, right? And if you look into those characters, it's been documented in the past, and I've myself shown connections with those characters on the stage. But we have to remember these were members of the Carolina Panthers. This is the alleged woman involved in the affair, and this does appear to be a white woman, right? I don't know, or maybe possibly, I don't know, Latina or whatever. But and this could be a part of the divide as well. You get a lot of these stories where allegedly maybe there's like a white woman sent in to cause the disruption and chaos and to lure the black man possibly into cheating, right? So this appears to be the woman. Now she was a part of the Baltimore Ravens band, I guess, according to the story. And Steve Smith Sr., a member of the Baltimore Ravens at one point. So let me leave that picture there, and I'm going to go to the article, and I'm going to get the name because I lost the name. Uh, so and his son's name is Peyton Smith, by the way, the son of legendary wide receiver and NFL Network analyst Steve Smith Sr. says he's received hateful messages after his father was publicly accused of having an affair with a married woman. And they could get information like this on any of us at any point, right? So let's just say for some reason I hit on the world stage. I became somebody famous on the world stage. Okay, they could easily tap into my phone records, tap into anything I do online, and easily find stuff to try to shame me with. You understand? And that's probably one of the reasons why we have the internet and they collect all our data. We agree to it even, right? But just as an example, so let's just say you're doing too successful in life, right? Well, they're going to balance things out. They want to maintain control. Okay, it's that balance with the world, right? So at any point they could just pull something up and be like, look at what this guy did. Maybe they can pay somebody off to play a part of it, or they don't even have to do that, right? They can just show the evidence. But just as an example, and like I said, this guy very successful, so something had to give, okay? But publicly accused of having an affair with a married woman. Your kind words and prayers are felt and appreciated. God's got us. Peyton wrote in the caption of a photo of himself and three siblings alongside his mother. And his mother, her name is Angie. Angie, you get A like affair, right? A. Uh, I won't take much time feeding into the negativity, but to those sending hateful messages to my family. And are people really doing that in this day and age? Right? Hateful messages because of an alleged affair. It seems like most people are caught up on TikTok or on their phones and doing their own thing. Probably just bots, to be honest. There's a lot of bot algorithm activity going on and just AI crap. Facebook is ridiculous, by the way. if y'all look at your Facebook and just scroll up and down, all of these things to trigger us to make comments, all of these AI photos. Anyways, let's get to the name. So, I guess the husband of this lady, his name is Tony Martinez, whose handle it says was at uh Lamborghini. I guess like Lamborghini, but it's not Lamborghini. Accused Smith of having sex with his wife. Here it is right here, you see. A member of the Baltimore Ravens band. And when you think about band, you could think about wedding band too. Again, this stuff's like all with the language, so I'll catch little things in here like that. But a member of the Baltimore Ravens band, and shared screenshots of messages, and it keeps saying allegedly, okay? So who knows, maybe this guy is just a part of this shaming. You know what I'm saying? We don't know who the guy is, right? It could be a fake AI character for all we know. I only see one pic that keeps popping up over and over. I didn't go too deep on looking, but when I was looking at the images, there's just like this one pic that keeps popping up. But allegedly exchanged messages between the two, as well as a video of himself on the phone with someone he claimed, and look, claimed, allegedly, okay? Claimed was the retired wide receiver and addressed as Steve. Okay, there's not a lot of Steves out there, I guess, right? But in a post shared on his since deleted X account, what do you have to say for yourself, Martinez? Asking during the call. I'm sorry, the voice responded after a pause. Uh, what's the lady's name? Do we not get a name of the lady? I don't see a name of the lady. I thought we had a name, but I guess I'll read a little bit more here. Uh, X user at FearedBuck shared a screen grab of the explicit messages and the call made by Martinez here. And I have a couple clips of that in the breakdown. Smith, who's age 45, has been married to his wife since his senior season. That's interesting because it's Steve Smith Sr., right? At the University of Utah in 2000, a Facebook post shared by an account claiming to be Martinez's wife states that they have one son. Smith was one of the NFL's best wide receivers of the 2000s, arguably the best in Carolina Panthers history, having spent his first 13 seasons with the franchise and final 3 with the Ravens. 133, right? Football equals 133 in gematria. Okay, you get 13 seasons with the franchise and then final 3 with the Ravens. 133 equals football in gematria. Okay. The Los Angeles native was a two-time first team All-Pro in 2001, 2005, a second team All-Pro 2008, five-time Pro Bowler, led the NFL in receptions, receiving yards, and receiving touchdowns. So I guess we get no name for the lady. Maybe they put the name in other stories, but I don't get a name here. It appears we get Tony Martinez, who appears to be the husband, okay? So this is just some of the text messages here. They edited some of that out. Let me where's my present? Let me see do we have a present button here? I don't know where the present button went, y'all. I don't know. Maybe I can't. Maybe I'm not going to be allowed to full screen this. I don't know. Maybe we just make it bigger like that. I don't know. So maybe we just scroll down like this. I don't know where usually there's a button up here that says present. And I'm not seeing it there now. Oh, here. There it is. So you see some of the messages here. It's a good time. Let me take a sip of my coffee. You see some of the messages here, what appears to be exposing Steve Smith Sr. And you see the guy right there on the right. And these appear to be white folks over here, right? So remember, it is Black History Month, with this attempted shaming of Steve Smith Sr. Look at this right here. So we get to the numbers, okay? Notice how married equals 121 like affair. I'm telling you, I mean, sometimes you just can't avoid it, right? Well, by the numbers, married syncs up with affair, and that's in the same cipher. That's ABC 123. Look, 121. I've been seeing this number with previous breakdowns right there. Longhorns of Texas women's college basketball trending. Longhorns equals 121. I think this was like the last breakdown or the breakdown before, but the 121 hit. Texas, look, their first number one ranking in 21 years. 121. Okay? 121. And notice this is the picture that pops up with Peyton Smith, the son of Steve Smith Sr. Says he's been getting hateful messages. This is a picture that pops up. I can't even guarantee that's him, but according to Google Images, because I think he has 4 kids. But according to Google Images, this might be Steve Smith Sr. right here. Or, excuse me, Peyton Smith, the son of legendary wide receiver Steve Smith Sr. That's interesting because we have Peyton Manning, that's a former football quarterback. And remember, Peyton Manning and the Broncos defeated the Carolina Panthers in the Super Bowl. And that was a big shaming ritual, some would say, for Cam Newton. Remember, they said he wouldn't fall on the ball at the end of the game? And that was his probably one chance to win a Super Bowl. They weren't going to allow it, right? And usually the Super Bowls are in February, which is Black History Month, right? I think some of them fall late January, but as of recently, they've been in February, haven't they? But that just popped in my head. You get, look, Peyton Manning, Peyton Smith, and then that Super Bowl loss to the Broncos. And that was just a trophy given to Peyton Manning, right? Because didn't he like kind of suck at the end of his career? And didn't the defense kind of wasn't like Von Miller the MVP or something like that? But yes, you get the Panther Bronco connection there, and you get Peyton Manning here connected with the son Peyton Smith. Look, there's a Peyton Alex Smith on the world stage. Look at this, an American actor. And look, there's the quarterback, Alex Smith, that was in the NFL as well. So you get Peyton Manning, Peyton Smith, Peyton Alex Smith, this American actor, to sync up with Alex Smith, former football quarterback in the NFL. I don't think he's playing no more. He was never a great quarterback, but again, they let some of these white characters hang around and succeed and have long careers. Yeah, and they suck ass, right? They're not good. And then someone like Cam Newton and even Peyton Manning, which was a great quarterback, they'll just hand him the Super Bowl trophy. I don't think he deserved it at all. But then they'll do the shaming with Cam Newton. He won't get a Super Bowl. And you see Steve Smith Sr. I don't know if he picked one up with the Ravens or not. But again, Alex Smith, this long career, man, just hanging on by a thread. But he's allowed. And look at Peyton Alex Smith, American actor known for his role as Damon Sims in the TV series All American Homecoming. And I ain't gonna lie, when I keep seeing some of these Smith characters, like this picture here, this guy looks like Will Smith a little bit. Okay? You see this? And that's on the fly kind of right there. That dude kind of looks like Will Smith and it's an actor. And I ain't gonna lie, when I was doing the Steve Smith Sr. breakdown, I was getting Will Smith vibes somehow. I don't know if it's from some of the pics I was looking at. I'm not saying they like look the same, but it's very possible, and that's something they're not going to tell us. But this actor here, Peyton Alex Smith, this picture here, he does kind of look like Will Smith there, and none of that would be surprising. And if you went deeper on that, I mean, you would see connections, but I'm not really doing that here at the moment. Alex Smith, Peyton Alex Smith. So you get these quarterbacks connected here, all with the name. And that Broncos Carolina Super Bowl connection, that's a pretty good hit right there. Look at how message equals 39. This number's been hitting absolutely heavy lately. Cuz look, hateful messages. Look at the article is on the day leaving 309 days in the year like 39 to 25, right? Okay? February 25, this article. You see the 39 connection? Messages equals 25, like the article date to 25. Ravens equals 25 in the reduction cipher. Look at how Ravens, you get 79, ABC 123. Steve Smith Sr. born in 79. And I was looking for a video on this, and this guy's video popped up. I forgot the name of the channel. Um, it was like Gribbs TV or something like that. I don't know. But this is the husband here. Tony Martinez at Lamborghini. Look, he's following 25. I don't know if that's X. That might be X. Look, he's following 25. You see that? So you get that 25 connection. This is how you know it's all by the numbers. And these are just insert character here. We don't know if they're even real characters. They're probably a part of whatever the group is trying to take down Steve Smith Sr., trying to shame him here. Following 25. Look at Steve Smith's full name here. It's Stevan Latrell Smith Sr. I have the receipts for that here coming up. But look at his full name in the reduction cipher there. 89. And he wears the 89. He wore the 89 in his career on his jersey. You see that right there? First name 33, Latrell 22, Smith 24, Senior 10. You add it up, you get 89 like the number on the jersey. Look at this is the last game. This is the last game apparently that the Panthers played the Ravens. Right here, November 2022. This was the game that was popping up when I was doing research. I wasn't even trying to look at the last game that they played, and these are the two teams he played for in his career. Look at Panthers equals 38, Ravens equals 38. And the Panthers were 3-8 with losing that game. Look at that. And look at how Baltimore was 7-3 with the victory. Carolina equals 73. And married woman equals 73. And you even get those numbers reversed. Carolina 37. Look, Ravens equals 83. How about that? That's super. And that's something that really proves this is all just a script by the numbers. And this stuff's just pumped out of a computer. Nobody's like handwriting that out. You understand? That's just happening with the computer, like a lottery system where the numbers hit. But yeah, this game was popping up as the last time the Carolina Panthers played the Ravens. As Carolina's in the NFC and the Ravens are in the AFC, so they're not going to face each other a lot. How about that, man? all connected with the records at that time, and you see it within the language. And married woman, and now this is an alleged affair with a married woman story, and you see the 73 hit right there. Even Tony Martinez, I'm guessing this is the X account, but it's some kind of account he had. They mentioned the X account in the article. Look at 883 followers to go with that following 25, but 883 is like 83 and like 38. And again, Ravens equals 83 and 38. They say his wife was a member of the band. And remember, band like wedding band. Ooh, look at the score. They said Steve Smith Sr. 13 years with Carolina and then his final 3 years with Baltimore. Look at the score was 13-3 in that last meeting there, Ravens over the Panthers. And remember, football equals 133 in this code. On the fly. And look at, you know what? I think football equals 83. I think football equals 83 to go with that 133, y'all. Look at over here. Football equals 83 and 133. And you know what? Tom Brady's birthday is 8/3. Legendary quarterback connected with Peyton Manning. And some years, Peyton Manning's birthday is the 83rd day of the year. Depending on like leap years and all of that. Wow. I guess I'll use this real quick. But look at Peyton Manning's birthday is March 24th. So look, Peyton Manning's upcoming birthday is the 83rd day of the year with that connection. Wow. Peyton Manning birthday. And remember the son here, his name is Peyton. Ooh, look at the middle name for Peyton Manning, Williams. Like Will Smith. With that, remember I was bringing up Will Smith? Because obviously Will Smith looks like the actor right here, Peyton Alex Smith. And you get Alex Smith like Peyton Manning, the quarterbacks here. Holy crap. Okay, I am on to something. More so than I thought. Wow. How about that, y'all? How about that? I'm trying to make this no longer than 30 minutes. But if it goes over, I can't do anything about it. And look, Peyton Smith has the 133 like football. I put these slides together and then I catch all this stuff on the fly and it's like, holy crap. Look at Peyton Smith 133 in reverse to go with the 13 years for his dad with Carolina and then his final 3 with the Ravens. And then that score 13-3 the last time Carolina played Baltimore. And obviously Steve Smith Sr. has been retired. Okay? And he wasn't a part of that game. You see that right there? When did he retire? But wow. Football 133, Peyton Smith 133. That game 13-3. Look at Peyton Smith in the reduction cipher and you see the chart right there. 56. This article, February 25th, is the 56th day of the year. When did Steve Smith Sr. retire? And he retired January 2nd. His career ended 2017. There's probably more there. How many teams did Steve Smith Sr. play for?
Here is information
Carolina,
from
Baltimore.
Wikipedia.
Wow. Okay, so let me try to possibly speed things up here. Okay, so you see some pics. Here's the alleged wife of this guy here who says Steve Smith Sr. cheated with his wife, who's right here in the glasses. Here's Steve Smith Sr.'s current wife, Angie. Remember A like affair. And here's Steve Smith Sr. over here. Steve Smith Sr. equates to 75 in reverse reduction. Carolina Panthers equals 75. And this article hits 76 days before his birthday, which is May 12th. That's 75 days in between the two dates to sync up with Steve Smith Sr. and Carolina Panthers. 75, 75, 75. And it just showed somebody was born in 76 that we looked at. I just can't remember who it was. And here's just some extra random connections that I threw in here. And I just lumped it all into one slide. Okay, hateful messages, right? Message 69 like Smith. Also 24. Stavon Smith, the actual name for Steve Smith Sr. 69 as well. Think about 69 like a sexual term even to go with this affair, right? Baltimore 41 and 58 like Steve Smith. Married's got 41. Affairs got 41. Stavon Smith Sr. 220 like National Football League. Okay? That's my breakdown. And again, it's a basic just I mean, there's cheating going on all the time, and it's not just by men, it's by women also. Okay? So they make a big story out of this. You know what? And there was alleged cheating with Will Smith with his wife as well. He may have been on the wrong end of that in the story, or maybe they both admitted to it. Okay, so there's Will Smith energy here with that actor Peyton Alex Smith to connect with the football player Alex Smith. You get the Peyton Smith connection. Again, allegedly, I think this is him right here. He's got the Ally shirt. Ally A, Affair A. His mom's name starts with an A. I can't remember what her name is at the moment. Maybe I'll look at the article. Okay, so this 13-3 connection was undeniable here with this last time the Ravens played the Panthers. That's the game that's popping up when I ask Google, and they're in different conferences, so that makes sense. But wow, right? So shout out to you, Richard West. And look at that. That really does look like Will Smith right there. Peyton Alex Smith, actor. Look at that. And you get Peyton Smith, the son of Steve Smith Sr., Alex Smith, the football quarterback, Peyton Manning. That Carolina Broncos, that hit big with the Cam Newton connection because they've been shaming him for years, making fun of his clothing and all of that. Kind of like Russell Westbrook vibes because Russell Westbrook, they'll kind of publicly try to humiliate him with how he dresses. Cam Newton, they do that with the way he dresses as well. He'll wear like these hats. And the mother's name is Angie. You're kind and he's got 3 siblings. Peyton Smith, Angie the mom. But yeah, they make this big story out of this. And there's a lot of Will Smith vibes going on here. So I guess I should probably And again, this is a member of the, it said the Baltimore Ravens band. I don't know anymore. I don't get a name for her. It might not be a real character. It may be some kind of fake photos. You know what I'm saying? We don't know nowadays. Let me pull up Will Smith. Will Smith. Will Smith. Look, they do kind of, not everybody's going to look like, ooh, he's 56 years old. Look, he does kind of look like, ooh, his middle name is Carol, like Carolina. Ooh. Richard West, where you at? And he's connected to Martin Lawrence, like Trevor Lawrence. Jacksonville Jaguars, same colors as the Carolina Panthers. I think they were both expansion teams at the same time. Holy crap, Richard. You better watch this one all the way through, bud. Look, Willard Carolina Smith. Carol like Carolina. Look at how he's age 56, and they do look the same. Look how he's age 56. Remember, we had a 56 over here. This article, the 56th day of the year. And Peyton Smith, the son, Peyton Smith 56. Okay. Big connection here with Will Smith. And his middle name is Carol, like Carolina. This is where everybody needs to be able to view this, but YT won't allow it. Look at that right there. And he does kind of have the puffy cheek thing going on like Steve Smith Sr. Even though they don't look 100%, those other connections are absolutely undeniable. And you had the affair rumors with Jada and Will. They've been shutting down rumors for literally decades. Look at that. This stuff is it's a shaming ritual. You can go ahead and call it that. Shout out to Richard West. I don't want to put too much more energy into this because this is draining because it's undeniable. Man, it's windy outside right now. Side note. So look, this is a shaming ritual of the black man in my opinion. Okay? Because come on, just an affair, a big old story. I don't know if we get a lot of these with white folk, you know what I'm saying? I'm a mixed race by the way if anybody's curious. I'm not black. Okay? My last name is Irish. Half my family's Canadian. And then on my father's side, he's Hispanic, okay? Right? I'm raised white. I'm a mixed race, by the way. If AI wants to know that. But yes, we're in Black History Month. And look, I haven't heard anybody talk about that with the news. There's nothing. I haven't heard it like one bit. I think I heard Richard West say it in a video, and I'm like, oh yeah. But look, Carolina Panthers, the shaming with Cam Newton as well. Okay, so that's the breakdown, man, and that hit very heavy. Let me know what you think, Richard. I'm happy to do this breakdown. I hope I'm gonna have to put a little note. You need to watch this all the way to the end. I'm gonna have to leave a comment, man. I'm gonna have to put a timestamp with that connection with Will Smith, man, that we caught at the end. Wow. Okay. So Steve Smith Sr.'s son receives hateful messages amid dad's alleged affair. This stuff is all fake, man. It's all fake. It's a lottery system. Insert character here, repeat history, recycle, all by the numbers. Oh, it's Black History Month. We got to hit with the divisive story, right? Because and again, they might want black women to feel that energy too, to feel a certain way. I'm not gonna like speak for black men or black women, but everybody in general, don't fall for it, man. They want the divide. Cheating happens. I'm not saying it's allowed and it's acceptable, but it's been going on for centuries and decades and all of history as far as I'm concerned. Ask the people next to you, like, if you're a female, oh, has your mom been cheated on? Your grandma, your auntie, your sisters? You right? Cheated on, cheated on, cheated on, cheated on. I mean, this stuff happens. And it goes both ways, so let's not get it twisted. Shout out to y'all. Again, shout out to Richard West. Thanks for the request. I got another request coming up. Shout out Janae Snyder with I got another one coming up. I'm not sure where it's gonna land. I may have another video I got to do before then. But she's got a request as well. I'll let you know at the time of the video. But shout out, appreciate the request, Richard. This is Daily Decodes 812. Until next time, peace.